It's Monday night in the JABO crew. We're kicking it old school because it's a Monday. You got Mark, you got Keisha. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Share that link, share that love. Keisha, how is it going?
Oh, it's going real well. I'm excited for tonight, Mark.
It's the Home Run Derby show. Always fun, always exciting.
Yes, yes. This is one of our favorite shows of the season. You agree?
Oh, definitely. Because even when we changed things up and didn't necessarily stick on Mondays, it's always a Derby. We always make those changes to
Hell
run
yeah, hell
live.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and we are fully 4-1-0 in this year's All-Star game again.
Hell yeah.
So, it's going to be extra special tonight and tomorrow. And, man, let's go ahead and get things popping because this derby is set to start in about, 5-10 minutes. So,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's do it. First things first, what's going on around town? I got to start the show off with, it's sad news. No other way to put it. Flock lost one of our beloved former players this weekend, Jacoby Jones. If you're from the 410, if you follow football, if Ravens fans, you know that Jacoby Jones was very instrumental in the last Super Bowl run of the Baltimore Ravens, and he was well loved in the 410, Mark.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I know he'd been retired for a while, but I'm pretty sure he came back for like some broadcasts and was starting to get in the booth for the Ravens.
Yeah. He had I believe he had like the podcast thing going, and he kept his presence here in Baltimore, and like I said, there was never any love lost, even when he left and went to play for, I believe it was the Texans.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, for a little while, one of my favorite things about Jacoby Jones was that he was an electric player. He had a lot of speed. He was a lot of fun to watch, and that when that dude hit the end zone, you was going to get something special. You was going to get a special dance.
Hell yeah.
One way or another. There's two dances of his that I can still do to this day. You know what I mean? So it was very sad news for the flock, man, and especially for me because I absolutely adored Jacoby, and he did a lot of work in the community, and that brother was a good man.
Absolutely.
And our hearts go out to his family, his friends, and the flock too, because everybody was really devastated by the news.
Man, when I saw that come across the phone, I was just like,
oh my God, yeah. I was on my way to the Sunday game against the Yankees and the Orioles, and it's just like, what the hell? And
yeah.
I mean, it was already enough. I was already kind of reeling a little bit from, Shannon Doherty from 90210. That's a throwback from our our childhood. And
like
Richard Simmons.
The whole last week, there's a whole bunch of celebrities. Yeah, it's crazy.
Richard Simmons. Everybody knows him. Everybody, he was very big and instrumental in the exercise and fitness movement, and it was just like that. But the Jacoby Jones was just really a shock.
Yeah.
I knew Shannon Doherty had been battling cancer for quite some time, but I mean, I was just really surprised to get that news, man. It was really shocking. Really shocking.
Yeah, I know he passed in his sleep, but as far as I know, there's been no cause of death mentioned.
Okay, I was just about to ask you that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oof. Well, let's keep it moving. Let's lift the spirits back up. As we said earlier, it's All-Star. It's All-Star time. I can't say weekend because it's Monday, but it's All-Star time. And right now, the Home Run Derby is kicking off, and we have one of our own in the Home Run Derby, one of our young bloods. Last year we had Adley Rutschman, and this year we have Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, and I mean he's been doing so awesome with the home runs for the team.
Yeah, and he was leading in home runs for a good period of time in the major leagues. So we
Yeah,
expecting big things from him tonight.
yeah. And I think it was either May or June. I think it was May. No, June. Like he had a whole bunch of runs. The Orioles had the most home runs in all of Major League for the
Oh
month,
yeah,
and it was
yeah,
wild. And he was
yeah.
leading
We
the
were
charge.
jamming. We were
Yeah,
jamming, and special shout out to the Yankees for sucking it up and allowing us to take a lead. And I believe we're in first place now after yesterday's win. Big win for the Birds. It was a very exciting game. Walk off. Shout out to Cedric Mullins, Mully man. My man did it. I was out there, and it was crazy, Mark, because we were up 3-2, top of the ninth. Craig Kimbrell gave up a 3-1 shot, and man, Yankees fans are obnoxious. You know this, right? So
what?
they were talking
Nah.
big shit. They were videotaping, and the Orioles fans were on edge, man. And it was so crazy because when we opened up the bottom of the ninth, we were at the bottom of the lineup, right?
Yeah.
I believe we were at 7, 8, and 9. And I just remember saying to myself, I'm like, man, we just need to get to the top of the lineup. And lo and behold, I mean, it was a clusterfuck of a situation if you were the Yankees fans. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong basically went wrong, man. And a lot of people were saying, Jacoby Jones was that angel in the outfield, tripping up. Was that Verdugo?
Yeah.
That tripped and fell in outfield, man. And I was right there on the left field side, right by third base, man. And watching it, it was just unbelievable. The whole stadium erupted. We got to drink the tears of New York Yankees fans far and wide, and it was really nice, man. So shout out to the Orioles, and hopefully they get some good rest and start off the second half of the season on a good note.
Hell yeah.
So let's talk about this home run derby, man. We got a hell of a fight. Well, okay. So first things first, Mark. Can you describe the new format, because they made some changes this year?
Okay, yeah, they made some changes. Not huge changes like they have in years past, but
Yeah,
so like
little tweaks here and there.
yeah, the first round it's the first round is not 1-on-1 like they'd been
Yeah.
doing. It's gonna
Yeah.
be everyone takes their shots, and the top four then move on to the semifinals. So whoever has the
Correct.
most in that first round. Also, another change from years past is while it is timed, there's a maximum number of pitches at 40 hits.
Okay.
So once they hit that
It's
40, no
interesting.
more. Yeah.
That's interesting, and I actually think I kind of like that rule.
Yeah.
Because somebody can really go out there and stroke out in the first round. I mean, give it their all, and it regardless of what you think or what you see on TV, it is hard to consistently hit home runs. And like I said, I mean, there can be cases where people run out of gas.
Oh yeah.
So I think putting that 40-run threshold will ultimately make it more competitive and more interesting in the later rounds.
Definitely. And that
Yeah.
bonus is going to matter so much more in those later rounds.
Oh hell yeah. So let's go down the list of who's participating this year. I know that I just said that we've got Gutter,
Yep.
and who else we got there? I know we got Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez, yep.
We got Pete Alonso, who is trying to make history this evening. He is trying to tie the record of Ken Griffey Jr., the great Ken Griffey Jr., and most home run derby wins. Griffey had 3, and Pete Alonso is going for that.
Yeah.
And I remember last year, I counted Pete Alonso out, and I counted him out early. And, he actually did pretty well. So, for Gunner's sake, I'm hoping that he doesn't have a repeat performance tonight, man.
Yeah, for sure. Because in the semifinals, that's when they start going to 1-on-1, and
Yeah.
you don't want to get matched up with Pete Alonso.
Hell no. He's like the ace in the hole, for real. So, who else do we have, Mark?
Let's see. You got Adolis Garcia from the
Yes.
Rangers. On the TV just now, they had Alec Baum from the Phillies, which that's an interesting choice there because he's not. He's not even leading the. He's not even leading the Phillies in home runs.
Yeah, and he's got like the longest odds in every category for tonight. So, needless to say, I'm not picking him for anything. But I mean, he might surprise us.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we got Baum. Who else we got?
Also, they're showing him on the screen right now. You got Bobby Witt Jr. from the Royals,
Oh,
which is a little family history there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jose Ramirez from the Guardians.
Love him.
And I think the final one, that should be 7. So number 8 would be Marcell Ozuna from the Braves.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him too. I'm a big fan of him too. He's a big boy with a big bat.
Definitely contending. And from what I recall, only 2 of the participants have been in previous derbies. So pretty good odds that we'll see a new derby winner.
Yeah. I think tonight is going. I mean, it's always exciting, but I like the field. It's going to be very competitive, and we might have a couple of close calls for real.
Yeah, Arlington's a big, beautiful stadium there.
Oh,
and, man, we're going to see some balls that might look like they might go out, but they might not.
Yeah. So let's pick our 4 to go to the semifinals.
Okay.
How about we just alternate picks? So who would your first pick? I think we're both gonna. Can we both say that we've got Gunner?
Oh, definitely. There? Yeah.
All right, so that's 1 for Keisha and Mark. Gunner. So what would be your second pick?
Well, you mentioned earlier how he did you wrong last year, so you can't go wrong with Pete Alonso.
I agree with you. Totally agree with you. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice, my brother. Okay. Third pick. I said this earlier. I do like Ozuna.
Yep.
Like I said, he's a big guy with a big bat, and I think he's going to do some damage this season. So you're with me on that one as well?
Agree completely, 100%.
3 for 3, my man. All right, so what's your final pick? We might differ here.
Man, this one is definitely the hardest one. I keep going back and forth, and I picked earlier, and I think I'm going to change it.
Okay.
But I've got to go with Jose Ramirez from the Guardians.
Ooh, okay. I figured we would differ on this one. I'm gonna go with Garcia, man. This is his playing field, and he knows the. Fuck it. I mean, he's at home.
Yeah.
He's going to be pumped up with the crowd, and I think he's gonna feel that electricity. I do. I think he's going to do it. So, the JABO squad, we went 3 for 3 together, and we differ on that last one. So, we picked our 4. Okay, and let's move on to the semifinal round. It's going to. I think this will be a little tougher for us to pick because we don't know what those matchups will be.
Yeah.
But we're just going to go off of the strength of the 4 that we have. Who do you have moving on to the next round?
Looking at the numbers that they have so far is how I'm going to base my semifinals.
Okay.
It's like, yes, I know that the format It depends on what they hit tonight in the first round, but I can only go by based on what their numbers are. And if that's the case, Gunnar Henderson leads with 27 home runs. Pete Alonso's at the bottom with 18, and you know what I said earlier. You don't want to see Alonso and Gunnar meet. I'll send Gunnar through, but that's going to be a tough matchup if that in fact is how it breaks down. And then I got Ozuna and Ramirez, and I'll go with Ozuna on that one. So it'd be Gunnar and Ozuna in the finals for me.
Oh shit, we the same, dog. We
Really?
the same. Yes,
Oh,
yes. I'm loving it. I'm loving this tonight. I'm loving it. I think that, like I said earlier, it's extremely hard to hit consistently home runs, man, and it would be a huge feat to accomplish if Pete Alonso, pulls it off. But I just don't think he is going to do it this year. I think it's going to be between, Ozuna and Gunnar, and ultimately it hurts my heart to say it. I think Ozuna's going to win this thing.
man, yeah. I want to say Gunnar, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in my own head. Like, am I saying that as a homer, or am I saying it as Gunnar's really going to do it? But since you went Ozuna, I'll go with Gunnar just to bring that title home.
Keep it spicy, keep it interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I can dig it. All right, so there you have it. Those are your picks. And look, outsiders, all of our fans and our MVPs that are following, feel free to put your picks in the feed, and we'll shout them out. Do we actually, Mark? Do we have any comments right now?
Not yet.
Okay, great. All right, since we talked about the home run derby, let's move on to tomorrow night. Last week we talked about, the Orioles that will be participating, and they recently have announced the starters for the All-Star game tomorrow. Mark, you want to just give a little something about all starters for the game tomorrow?
Yeah, the starting pitchers have been announced, and maybe save a little best for last or hometown love for last. But in the NL, they're young man, 5th rookie to start an All-Star game. I'm blanking on his first name. Skeens, the rookie from Pittsburgh Pirates, who interestingly had been kind of named in trade rumors with the Orioles, but that was
What? Really? I didn't hear that.
yeah. It was thrown out there, and kind of like a unnamed source of an unnamed source. Because there's some talk about Jackson Holiday getting traded, and
Oh my God.
so some bigger names were like, "Don't listen to that. It's all BS."
I was gonna say that has to be bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you just see that Orioles hat?
Yeah, that was dope.
I like that. I gotta get that joint, man. That joint was fire.
Yeah,
I think that was a picture. I don't know if that was. It must have been Gunnar.
yeah.
I didn't see the face. I just focused on the hat. But yeah, man, I like that. I'm gonna have to look for that online.
Kind of like
After
retro
the show.
70s.
Yeah. We love a throwback here at JABO.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But bringing it back home, AL starting pitcher for the All-Star game, you got Burns on the mound.
I gotta be honest with you, Mark. I was surprised
Yeah.
because out of the AL pitchers that are set to play, he does not have the best ERA.
Was it like third best, I think?
Yeah, correct. I am elated to hear that. I mean, we already on the map. We already have target on our back from last season, but this gives us a few more eyes if people were living under a rock or just became fans this year or some shit like that. Like, That puts the 410 on the map for real, for real.
Yeah.
I'm really Corbin. He's been doing good. He's been getting the job done. We got more sad news from the Orioles camp. They were saying that John Means and Tyler Wells have been shut down for the rest of the season, which I think is extremely detrimental to the ball club.
Yeah, that's man. Means he had that great season a few years ago, but it seems like he's
Yeah,
been injured every season
yeah.
since.
I'm starting to call him John Can't Get Right Means. I can't even say, John Means business. I can't even say that anymore. I mean, and we had very high hopes for him, with this season, and we were already hurting from losing the mountain, and they've got to make a move for a pitcher by the deadline. I really feel like, to really do something in the postseason, I would like to see them pick up another pitcher.
Yeah, which I mean, it's the middle of the month right now. We got till the end of the month when
Yeah,
the deadline is, and these next couple weeks always heat up. So I think we'll see some moves that will make us happy.
yeah, yeah. So, have you had a chance to take a look at the rosters for tomorrow?
Not lately. I know I was looking at it earlier.
I mean, we know pretty much who the usual suspects are on the AL and the NL, and of course, I mean it's the All-Star game, so you're littered with heavy hitters,
Yeah.
right? Um, I really, you know, I just feel like this season the NL might be a little bit stronger than the AL uh, this season.
Okay.
Just can't, but I'm such a freaking homer, man. I can't fix my lips to say that the NL is going to win this game tomorrow. So I'm gonna stick with my heart, not with my head, and say the AL pulls this thing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean that NL, man. When you said it, I was like, yeah, can it be that bad? Otani, Harper, Yelich, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's stacked. It's pretty stacked.
But
But
we've been singing the praise of Gunnar Henderson all night already. But then you got Aaron Judge, which I saw a crazy stat today.
what was that?
He's the very first Yankees player. Yankees, this franchise that is the evil empire, but we know its history it goes way back. Very first player to have 31 home runs by like July or something like that.
Really?
That's wild.
I would say that's pretty impressive.
Hell yeah.
As much as I hate him and the Yankees, uh, you got to give credit where credit is due.
You got Vlad, you got Rutschman. I mean, AL's pretty stacked too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So hopefully they pull it tomorrow. And like I said, that's in Arlington tomorrow. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. I'm looking at it right now, and they got my girl Mendoza out there. I love her. She's a little tasty out there commentating. Yeah. So it should be very exciting tonight as well as tomorrow. And we have several Orioles players in the mix tomorrow. We got Santander. I believe Kimbrel is going to be out there as well, correct?
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So along with Gunner and Adley made it as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So we have a very good presence here. Man, what the hell? Alec Baum only has 11 home runs this season. What? How the hell did he? Oh man, somebody must have owed him a favor or something.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a head scratcher, right there. Yeah. Oh man, they got Gunner up right now. He's got the porn stash jumping off. You know, he's ready to rock.
He looks like he's ready to beat a ball.
Yes, yes, sir. He's looking very 80ish right now. And oh man, look at that! He's got this Scooby Doo bat. Says Zoinks on it. That's pretty dope.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if maybe I've never paid attention to the bats before, but I feel like this is the first time I've seen something like that.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it'd be allowed in a regular game, but I can't remember anything like that in an All-Star game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So let's talk about, before they get started. Let's talk a little bit about the Orioles' first half of the season, man. Would you agree with me when I say it's been a roller coaster of emotions?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. We said in the beginning of the baseball season that the AL East is always one of the most watched and most interesting divisions in baseball. And thus far it's been us. I feel like it's just been us battling with the Yankees, right?
Yeah. And Boston's always lurking down there, though.
Yeah. I mean, they're hanging in the mix. I will say that I've been kind of surprised with Toronto. I thought they would be doing a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining. But as I said, kind of up and down season for the Oriole fans, man. We started off strong, and then we had some injuries. We lost some players. Jackson Holiday didn't pan out as well as we thought he would, and God bless the Yankees for really sucking it up over the past 30 days, because if they didn't, I think this story would be a lot different right now.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I think the stat with the Yankees, like over the past month, from let's say July 14th to June 14th, they were something like, I'm gonna say, 7 for 18.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, they were absolutely the worst team in baseball over the past month. So they're dealing with their own stuff as well, and the Orioles did not end the first half of the season on a strong note. We didn't. I mean, that's the fact of it all.
Yeah, in the last month, a couple of sweeps against us.
Yeah, I was shocked that we got swept by the Cubs.
Yeah.
And then turned around and dropped the first two with the Yankees.
That was not where you want to be, but I mean, they're 20 games above 500.
Yeah, which is fantastic. So there's a lot of work to be done down there at Camden Yards, and everybody's using this time to take a step back, recalibrate, and start that second half of the season off strong. I still I have a lot of faith in our Orioles, because we're still hitting the ball. We've got fantastic players. We've got fantastic young players, and this season they got a little bit of experience now under their belt. So they know what it takes. They know what they got to do. We just got to hope that they execute, yo.
Yep.
Oh crap. Okay, so Alec Baum is going down right now. He's got 6 home runs. He's got Bryce Harper out there looking on, and
he's looking pretty good for
I'm gonna say he's actually he's doing all right. You know, he's got about 21 pitches left, minute and a half, sitting at 7. Um, well, let me ask you this, Mark. As far as this first round is going, what would you say the home run number threshold would be to advance? Like, what would they need to hit to for sure advance to those semifinals?
To for sure advance? Ooh, man.
I would say like at least like 2025.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you might get lucky at 17, 18, but any less than that, you gotta have concerns.
Yeah, and if you remember last year, I mean, they came out swinging in that first round.
Yeah.
I mean, holy hell! I think, gosh, there was a record broken last season with the number of home runs, or either tied or possibly broken. So I would definitely say, to have a nice strong showing and to feel safe, you would have to, at minimum, hit that hit that 20 mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about the AL not too long ago, and the professor is in the chat, and he says Toronto is about to have a fire sale.
Ooh.
That trade deadline is approaching. You see anything up there in Toronto that you like?
Based off of performance and like I said, I'm focusing on pitching right now. No. I mean, to be completely honest, like, the players that I would like to have, I do not believe that they would let them go.
Yeah.
I don't see them. I see Guerrero Jr. retiring as a Blue Jay.
Right.
I would be shocked if he went elsewhere.
Even if they were willing to let him go, the price is going to be way too high.
Yeah, there's nothing that we can do to pay that. Okay. All right, Alex Baume's at 17. He's trying to get there. Got one pitch left. 18. Ooh, 445. Holy hell.
Wow.
19. 20. He hit it.
He got 20, yeah.
Well, he did a hell of a lot better than what he's been doing in the regular season. How about that? Yeah, but what about you? Do you think there's anybody in Toronto that they would possibly be interested in?
Probably not.
Yeah.
You don't want a reconciliation with Kevin Gausman?
When you think about it, you got to think about Kevin Gausman versus, Kevin Gausman right now versus what we have. And I'm going to have to say no, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
his ERA is 4.5.
Yeah, as I said, he will always have a place in the heart of Orioles fans, but he just hasn't been doing that great this season. Not at all. Not at all. Let's keep it moving. What else we got on the menu for tonight? Well, I'm just going to talk a little tennis really quickly. We had Wimbledon going down.
Yep.
Carlos Alcaraz got a Wimbledon final under his belt. Smoked the hell out of Novak Djokovic. He was doing great. We had Paolini, the Italian player, 28 years old. In her first Wimbledon final, she took a L against, I know I'm going to mess this name up, but I want to say Krejcikria. Two very different finals. Like I said, Carlos smoked Novak, but the women's final was a little more competitive. So it was very, very interesting. Everybody's getting ready for the hard court portion of the season, as well as getting ready for the Olympics. And I took a look at the squad for USA. There were a lot of players left off of the roster.
Yeah.
Most notably in the men's draw portion. I was really expecting to see Francis Tiafoe compete, as well as Ben Shelton, and they both passed on the opportunity, which I think is a little insane, because you might not get that opportunity again.
Right.
But what I'm understanding is, the Olympics is taking place in Paris, France, so it's their home, their rules. So the courts are going to be clay, and a lot of tennis players do not like playing on that surface. So they passed.
That's wild.
Yeah, but we still got Tommy Paul, we still got Coco, we got Christopher Eubanks, Danielle Collins, and Danielle Collins has been having a hell of a tennis season this year. She's looking to, I think she's going to retire at the end of this year, and she's been making one hellified run. We all know that Coco has been doing extremely well. It was around this time last year where she went on an amazing run, winning the City Open down there in D.C. and going on to take the U.S. Open. So a lot of eyes will be on her, and just got a lot of high hopes for the squad. For real.
I remember talking about that DC tournament. That was fun last year.
Yeah, and I'm looking. I've been trying to hit the smaller tournaments this year. I'm looking to go to that one for the first time this year. I'm actually really excited about that.
Nice.
It's been gaining a lot of steam and popularity over the past couple of seasons, and I think this year is going to be special. Really quickly back to the Derby, we got Bobby Witt Jr. Like Mark said, a lot of history there. We all know Daddy.
What was Baum's final number? Because I saw him hit in the bonus, but I didn't see
21.
Okay.
21. That's pretty solid. Like I said, my threshold would be 20, and he exceeded that expectation. So he exceeded all of my expectations, actually.
So now that we're back on the diamond, there is a question in the chat, and I don't know how we want to go about this.
Okay.
The professor asks, what do y'all think about the Wander Franco situation? Wander Franco, Tampa Bay Rays, accuses doing some not too cool things with a minor, and yeah. We talked about this previously. He has been officially charged now.
Yeah. Jeez. Me personally, and I don't know, maybe you could say I'm just unforgiving, but to get ahead of these kind of situations, you gotta throw down the hammer, I would think.
Yeah.
I'm expecting some very serious consequences to be handed down with the major leagues.
Yeah, and he's been on leave from the major leagues for, I guess, all season now. But
and it's almost as if they knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll let players play a little bit until the actual end all decision comes out, right? And it was like I felt like as soon as the news came out, it was just like, oh, the organization was like, oh, we're not fucking with him.
Yeah, it might be the kind of thing, because those charges, those are you don't want anything associated with that. So it might be the kind of thing where MLB, if he's acquitted, which it is, the justice system, let it run its course, and if he's innocent, he'll be found innocent. But it might be the kind of thing where MLB says, we're not gonna lay down a ban because he wasn't found guilty. But we just know every team's not going to want to touch him. So
Yeah, and the Major League Baseball, I feel like more so than any of the other professional sports, they do a lot of work with the youth.
oh hell yeah,
So that's why I said they've got to, if this thing doesn't work out in his favor, they got to throw the hammer down because they have a strong presence with the youth.
yeah,
With the little league series. I mean, with the game that game that is played in a little league park every year, and the play on initiative program that they have with the youth. Man, I mean, you gotta protect the brand. Basically, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
And like I said, with them, working with the youth more than any of the other professional sports. That would be what I expect. Holy hell, Witt Jr.'s got 16 already. And since we're talking about Witt, I gotta shout out the Kansas City Royals this season because I feel like they're doing a lot better than they have in past seasons.
Are they? I haven't been paying
Yeah.
attention to them much.
Yeah, but people better start paying attention because they could sneaky get up in there and not only make a little run for the postseason but possibly do some damage, man.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
they're right in the middle of their division right now. Only 2 out of the wild card, so
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, they're doing the damn thing.
definitely.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Um, Let me take a look at the menu here. ESPN has made an announcement for they're doing this thing where they're honoring athletes from the 2000s. And if you guys want to take a look at that, you can always jump on ESPN's website to take a look at the full list. But they have a top 100 best athletes for the 2000s.
Now, they're releasing it throughout the week. So
Yes.
today was 100 through 76. Tomorrow, 51 through 25 through 75.
Yeah. So out of the ones that have been announced already, maybe Mark, if you don't mind, just giving us one or two of your favorites there.
All right, let me get back to that list because that
Well,
list
you
was
go
a
ahead
little.
and take a look at the list, and how about I give mine.
Okay.
We had there's Asia Wilson
Yep.
on there, 2-time WNBA champion, MVP winner. She is having one kick-ass season this year with the Las Vegas Aces. It was almost as if she took that MVP snub last season seriously. Like, she took that personally. Because she's just been out there, I mean, kicking ass. I believe last week she had a 20-20 game where she passed 20 points and had maybe she had 21 points, 20 rebounds,
Yeah.
something which is extremely impressive because let's keep in mind here that the women only play 10-minute quarters.
Yeah.
So you've got two minutes less of basketball a quarter. Yeah, it's 8 minutes left than the guys. And to pull those kind of numbers, that's pretty impressive. I believe Candace Parker was also announced on the list as well. We know how much we love her. She recently retired, but has been doing the damn thing. With Adidas, with the commentary. Just extending an already impressive basketball career, even after the game.
Yeah.
So now that you've had a chance to take a look at the list, what do you who stuck out for you?
I mean, you can't go wrong with number 99. 99 on the list. Number 20 in our hearts, Ed Reed.
Oh gosh, yes, yes. Of course, you know me. I'm focused on the ladies, but yes,
Which, I
yes,
mean, when I first heard of the list, I was thinking, okay, top 100. I don't know why. I just didn't think all athletes, but the list does hit all athletes. It hits MMA, it hits soccer. It's not like just football or just basketball, which is wild. So for Ed Reed to hit 99 on that list, top 100 since the year 2000, that's impressive.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Also part of that Super Bowl run we were talking about.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
Also representing the NFL, you got Darrelle Revis at 96, which
Ooh, gosh, we love to hate that dude, don't we?
I think that's really impressive. I don't think I would have thought of him as a definite superstar in the NFL, but top 100 athletes, that's an accomplishment for him. Rory McIlroy, who pretty much carried the PBA or the
Yes,
PGA.
in the Tiger Woods absence, yes,
Yep,
very good.
yep. You got 92, Pedro Martinez, who coincidentally, if I read what I read right, he's the one that informed Corbin Burns he'd be starting the All-Star game, which that's cool connection.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
But I think one of my favorite is number 89, Anika Sorenstam.
Oh, okay.
One of maybe the best female golfer of all time. But
Look at you going just a bit outside. Yes.
hell yeah, she definitely was the face of the LPGA for a long time, and you can't go wrong with her.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Mark Adolis Garcia just stepped up to the plate and is getting started. So everybody's on their feet. I swear to God, it looks like every last person is standing up right now out there in Texas, and he's off to an okay start. Looks like he's getting in the groove. Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're gonna see what this dude does. We're gonna see what he do.
Their
You know,
graphics
he was
sucks. I'm sorry. I know they're trying to go with the team colors or whatever, but like that blue on black, you can just hardly see it. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, they might want to work on that for next season. Maybe, I don't know. Me personally, I would have went with like a green red combination. You know, green on the home run hits and red. You know, just to make it a little bit easier to see and follow. What do you think?
Or maybe like a white outline on the number or something.
Something, yeah. Yeah, because I'm looking at the bottom of this screen, and I have to agree with you on that. Okay, oh shit, he's taking a little break right now. He's only at 8. He's going to need one hell of a run to get to beat this 2021.
What channel are you watching it on?
ESPN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think they're doing a simulcast on ESPN too, like a Statcast.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are. Yo, let's do a little real old wrestling. Want to do that?
Yeah, but there's nothing really I can think of.
Yeah, we talked about Money in the Bank already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Damn. Well, I mean, SummerSlam's coming up, so they're getting ready for that. But actually, instead of real on wrestling, let's get into that esports area.
Okay.
Because not only is today the home run derby, but today was a huge day in video games. Today was the day that NCAA football dropped NCAA 25 is the first game in over a decade. And I love playing with the college teams. I am so stoked. I can't wait. Like I think officially it comes out on the 19th or something like that, but early access, if you buy it, pre-order it, you got ability to start playing today at 5 p.m. And they had a hell of a deal. NCAA 25 and Madden. They call it the MVP bundle. Like the super deluxe editions of both for like $150, which is $50 off retail.
Nice.
You can't go wrong with that. And
yeah, I'm about to say they know what they're doing with that deal.
I hate paying full price for new games. I always wait till they're a year old and cheap.
Yeah.
But I could not pass that up. So
yeah,
I got NCAA all loaded up on my PlayStation. I did start it up, kind of take a look at the menu and everything. Got my favorite team, Arizona, locked and loaded as like the as the menu team. But yeah, after tonight's home run derby, I can't wait to play a little college football with, man, it's wild. Arizona in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how I felt when I went to the Pac-12 and it was just two teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was thinking maybe, make sure everything's working straight on the PlayStation. I might stream a little tomorrow night on the JABO YouTube page.
Nice.
Show off that new NCAA 25 football game because, man, people been waiting for college to get back into video games for such a long time. Like, if they could get college basketball on, I'd be so happy. People have been modding these games on old systems and old consoles for years just to keep current. And now that we have an official one back, man, I am so excited.
Dig it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we hit everything on the menu. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we sign off and watch this derby?
They got these Matrix camera angles going on here.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool, though. I do like that.
Hell yeah.
That is sweet. That's a nice new addition. Oh, they got the Griff out there.
Yep.
He's out there trying to put his juju out there because I know his ass don't want that record to be broken. It's always good to see him. I mean, he looks fantastic. I mean, he still looks great.
Hell yeah.
My man looks like he still be in the gym for real.
He's like, it's still the first round. Put me out there. I'll keep my record.
yeah. All right, man. Is there anything else you want to put out there? Because I kind of want to sign off before.
Yeah. No,
wait a minute. Oh, Henderson's going last. Okay, so, we got a few more minutes if there's anything else you want to hit.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah. Enjoy the derby, everyone.
Yes. 410, you know how we end this show. Baltimore spread love, As always, we appreciate you guys coming, signing on, listening to us. And as Mark says all the time, oh man, I don't think he's going to make it. Share the link, share the love. Tune in, support the home team tonight and tomorrow. And we're going to be back at it next week, and we got a guest. So, a pretty awesome a guest too. That it'll be baseball related, and he's a basketball fan, so we'll talk a little basketball as well. So I'm really excited for next week's show, man.
That'll be Wednesday, right?
Correct. That's what we got him signed up for. We got him booked for Wednesday. So, you guys put that on your radar, and have a great week. Oh, this is so cute. I'm sorry. He's got his son out there. I love his hair. So, have that on the radar. You guys have a great week, and, I'm Keisha, and on the other end of the line is my favorite slice of pizza, Mark, and we are just a bit outside. Peace.